We'll be back. Spoilers, obviously. And here's Mom.
We're spoiler reviewing
Yep, obviously.
Wicked for Good. We saw it, and Mom, first thoughts.
Oh, first thoughts.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know what we were getting ourselves into, but I was very pleased with the whole thing. I was clenching a little bit. I was worried about certain aspects of the movie, but as a whole, fantastic. Loved it.
Okay. Costello.
So good, so beautiful, incredible. The new songs were very good. And
We'll talk about that. Yeah, go ahead.
and yeah, it was very good, very well made. I haven't seen Act 2. These two have, so I was very shocked at the stuff that happened.
Yeah, so good point of view for somebody who didn't know the Act 2.
Yeah, how about you?
Overall, I thought it's just as well done, well made as the first movie. It's not as good as the first movie, but
not at all.
it's, in my opinion, I'll jump for the in-depth thing. Overall, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous to watch out the performance or look at. The performances are all fantastic. It's super well directed, super well made. It doesn't seem as long as it is, so it flies by pretty well, but doesn't feel rushed. Except for one moment it feels rushed. But for someone who hates Act 2 of this musical, this does it better. So I'll give it that. It still has the same problems, but it does it better by expanding on certain things in a good way. And the finale song, really, For Good, was just as strong as Defying Gravity, I thought, in part one.
Not as strong.
I thought it was just as strong because it was different, because Defying Gravity was bombastic and action packed, but the connection between Glenda and Elphaba was still there. And so For Good, that connection was so strong and the performances were so real. It wasn't as cinematic as far as action packed and that kind of thing, or bombastic, but it was as powerful because that connection was so good and those performances were so good. Yeah, so there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say that.
All right.
I have my one problem. I'll give one problem and then my favorite part.
Yeah.
Overarching.
Yeah.
So there's the part where in the musical, Elphaba enchants the special shoes, the silver shoes, to make Nessa walk. They reimagined that for this in an interesting way.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like how right after that scene, Elphaba says that Grimmery spells cannot be reversed. But that...
It kind of got reversed right there.
Yeah, it did get reversed.
Exactly.
Ooh,
yeah.
Continuity issues.
Yeah, there was continuity issues in that. But that's also from, well, no, because in the musical, she walks the rest of the time until she gets hit by the house. She ain't walking. But I liked the way they did it, but you're right. It does, although we don't know if she couldn't move or fly again, or, float, because she got hit by the house.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a whole other thing, which...
Seems like they were solving the issue of this Nessa being played
the actor.
The actor was being played by
somebody in a wheelchair,
a person who exists every day in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, but storyline issue there.
Well, yeah, storyline issue there. I have so many storyline issues, but I was trying to look at it as not a behind... This is what was happening during the original Wizard of Oz telling, the movie-wise. This was I had to go in as this is an Elseworlds or an alternate dimension or alternate universe telling of the story, because it doesn't connect at all with the original Wizard of Oz telling according to the movie.
But that's correct. It is
it's a reimagining. So that's what I had to do. And so I enjoyed it this time because I had that expectation. And I think they did a good job of making this a reimagining, because they didn't have the very specifics that they did in the original Wizard of Oz telling. Dorothy was still there, and the lion and the Tin Man and Scarecrow. But during the part where Dorothy throws the water on her, it wasn't at all the same as the movie version of Wizard of Oz telling. So that made me go, okay, I can buy this. I can buy
especially
this being
with
a different
where
thing.
the focus was
Exactly.
during that
Yeah,
film
yeah, yeah.
was
Yeah.
great.
Because if you're going to tell me in the original Wizard of Oz that Glinda was in the closet the whole time, I'm going to say you're an idiot. That's stupid. But in this version of it, okay, fine. I'll go with it. I'll go with it. And again, it had to do with that connection between them, those two actors, those two performers, those two characters being so incredibly strong that it took you away from any other versions of the story. You were focused on this story. Because again, that For Good, that song, at the end of that song, and when they go in that closet and they shut that door, bruh, tears everywhere. And you felt it. When she said, I love you, oh my God, that was felt. That was as strong as Han and Leia, or not Han and Leia, yeah, Han and Leia, I love you, I know, it was that strong, it was that good. It was that cool.
I'm going to interrupt you.
Yeah.
You were going into this ready to hate watch it.
Oh yeah.
You're so excited
Sure.
right now. That's a testament to how
Yeah.
good this movie was.
Yeah.
How are you
Yeah.
feeling right now?
Yeah.
No.
All right, I'll go into my
Gripes?
My
Before gripes?
no.
Oh, okay,
no.
favorite moment.
No.
Sorry.
Favorite moment.
I'm gonna go into my gripe after
it's
you.
not a favorite moment. I just really appreciated the story was expanded upon in lots
Yeah.
of ways. Remember, this is a reimagining of a reimagining of The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
The elements that were included from the novel and from the
Yeah, that was
musical
cool.
and other additions musically, super effective,
Yeah.
created the whole world that we needed to be in.
Yeah. It created that world.
Yeah.
And made it specific. You're right. They used elements from the book, elements from the stage musical into making this telling and this world real. And that was always true. That world feels real. This really happens in that world that they created, which was
And these
really
characters were fully fleshed out in a way
Yeah,
that
big
they
time.
can't be quite in the musical,
Yeah.
particularly Glinda. This was Glinda's movie.
cool. This was Glinda's movie, period. This was Glinda's movie.
yeah.
And
in a good way.
in a great way, because Ariana Grande,
Oh, she killed it.
well,
killed it.
Good.
oh man, it was even the subtle little small moments were insane. And thank goodness that quiet moment was one of the strongest moments, because she was just, you could see everything that she had experienced in that moment, in those lyrics, and it was really, really powerful.
It's very easy to think of her as a completely superficial character, but
Yeah.
she's literally lost
Oh.
everything, every person
Yeah.
who means anything to her, and
Yeah.
that
Which-
having to pretend and having to her story arc in this couldn't
It's
have been better.
fantastic.
Couldn't
Yeah,
have
could have been better.
I thought.
And why I thought, we'll go into the two new songs, why I thought her new song was so good, because you felt all that in that song. And it was so insanely beautifully directed with it looked like one shot, but it was played with mirrors, because she's in a hallway and there's mirrors, and the direction of that song and that sequence was spectacular and amazing, which made my biggest gripe. Can I go into it now? So disappointing.
Alrighty.
Sorry. The only song I like from Act 2, okay, is As Long As You're Mine.
I can agree with him on this, by the way. 100%.
And this was ruined in this movie. That song was ruined in this movie.
Complete.
It was terribly directed, which surprised me so much, because I thought, what's he doing? He's directed everything so perfectly in this. He's really screwing this up. And the connection, the chemistry between Alphaba and Fiyero was non-existent.
Genuinely could not see any emotion in both of their eyes.
Exactly.
There was more connection between Elphaba and Galinda.
Oh, by far.
It's like way
By
more.
far.
Like you could think they were dating.
Oh yeah, and that's fine, because in that moment again, they got right before that door closes, when they say I love you," you felt that.
Yeah.
You knew that, bruh. I'm sorry, but it was just
Like
awful.
they just look like two Tinder dates.
What? How do you know what a Tinder date is? What you doing when we go to sleep? Yeah, that was. Oh, that face. I
agree
like
with
that face.
It sounds like you agree with this.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
I
agree.
agree with
You agree with
you.
me.
Yes,
You agree.
100%.
You can counter. Go ahead,
Counter
Mama.
argument?
You counter argument.
Go on.
It's true that the most important relationship in this whole story is Glinda and Elphaba.
Yeah.
And part of what makes all of what you're saying interesting is that what happens at the end?
They
Yeah.
live.
Elphaba and Fiyero
Yeah, they go off
walk
together.
into the sunset, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it wasn't
That it makes
believable.
it makes it that doesn't it make it that much more heartbreaking?
To go into
Because if the most special relationship is between the women,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does make it heartbreaking. Yes, it does.
Okay.
You're absolutely
there's
correct.
that. And
Yeah, it does.
I could give a dissertation probably on
Yeah.
a lot of these things. As long as your mind being a little hesitant, it tracks for her character and
A little?
it tracks. But
Mhm.
I think it's interesting
Yeah.
emotionally to
Emotionally,
explore that.
well,
The
yes,
hesitance in
that makes sense, but but it didn't pay off enough to where Glinda and is supposed to hate Elphaba now because of this, and she's supposed to be super mad or super excited now that she thinks everybody's against her, but when she finds out the one guy she loves is really working with her, there wasn't that, oh, I'm so glad of this. It was always I'm a little bit suspicious of this dude, which I understand that, but there was, as long as your mind is the moment, there's no more suspicion, there's no more doubt. It's my one true moment of happiness, and it was not there.
again, I
Not
appreciate what they included from the book.
Yeah, okay.
Attitude wise and
Never
Yeah.
read the book. He didn't either. So.
I get it, but it just hey, the one thing I'm looking forward to because I'm gonna hate watch. I was gonna hate watch this movie. Was the one thing that surprisingly I liked all of the other aspects, but that part let me down a lot. So let's go to something that surprised all of us: how good the Wonderful song was. The Wizard song, which is terrible in the musical,
Yeah.
honestly.
Okay,
This
I
was
want-
awesome. It
I
was
want
so
you to
good.
know that in the musical, it's a very simple song, only
It's short,
between
yeah.
Elphaba and the wizard.
Yep.
Glinda is nowhere to be found.
Yeah, she's not in it.
She's included
Oh.
in it in this, and it makes it so much more nuanced and interesting.
So much better.
And the visuals were great.
Yeah.
All of it was great.
Yeah.
It added to the story in a much more effective way than it does in the
Yeah,
musical.
and it used Jeff Goldblum as a performer perfectly. Because Jeff Goldblum, let's be honest, is always Jeff Goldblum. He's not
always
really,
goofy.
he's always doing his thing. But it made his thing work so much, and it was the only time I ever thought, this guy's from the Midwest. This guy's from the Midwest. You can't tell me Jeff Goldblum, even from the first movie, you can't tell me this guy's from Kansas. But in this one, yes, he's from the Midwest. He's that con artist in that good, pleasant way, which is another gripe I have with the musical in general. Is like trying to tell me the Wizard of Oz is a bad guy. No, he's not. He's awesome. He helped Dorothy get back, gave her the power all along. She knew it. Blah. Great. And he knew how to
We're
talk
going
to
to chat
people.
about that later.
Later, we'll talk about that. But again, this is a reimagining from the original story. So in this one, I bought the wizard being the bad guy and that he was from Midwest, from the real world, Kansas, and our world, I guess. And then he was in there, but it was really, really fantastically done. Mm-hmm. I mean, and again, a good testament to Chu, the director, amazing director, fantastic director, made a terrible song into great, but then later makes a great song
into
terrible. sorry. Come on now. All right, let me ask you guys both, because the No Good Deed song isn't one of my favorites, but it's supposed to be the Defying Gravity of this movie. Did it live up to that, or was it close to as good as you thought it was going to be?
So good. So much
Because it's
better than I
and
thought
that's
it was
another
gonna be.
another Alphaba power moment. And,
Yeah. So yeah, so much better. I didn't see the musical, so I can't really say anything, but it was so good. Definitely as good as Defying Gravity.
Yeah, I mean,
I wasn't disappointed by it. It's one of my favorite songs in the show. honestly.
Mhm.
And obviously Cynthia Erivo is a powerhouse, so she killed it. She sounded great. I liked
Sounded
the
great.
visuals. No complaints. I'm excited to see
No
this again.
complaints.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm just excited to see the movie again.
I thought, especially the beginning sequence with her freeing the oxen and dragging people around and stuff, they really made her into a superhero. That she was, I could have seen her on the Avengers team, if they were to cross this over. Because the way she flew in there and then she landed and even did the superhero
Yeah, she did
kneel
do the
pose, she
superhero
did that
landing.
twice, which looked great and was cool.
It did look great.
But it was, and so that moment, the No Good Deeds was, this is how my lair is built. It was very origin story of me being
This
a
is a
supervillain
plot
now.
point.
Yeah, exactly. This is my supervillain moment, which again
This is my
was
Joker
very
villain
cool.
arc.
Yeah, it was very cool, and I have no complaints with it at all. I don't think it's a strong song, as far as in the overall shape of the musical, but it was way better, and I think I liked it better even more because her new song, the No Place Like Home, was awful.
Oh, yeah.
It was awful.
The half of the song is just her saying "No place like home."
Yeah, and
Like, could they not think of more lyrics? No.
well, I liked the point, her message and the character's message and point of we got to save the animals and fight for the underdog. I love that. Always characters that fight for the underdog I champion those characters, but it just didn't hit with this one. It just didn't hit.
The only part that like added really anything is that the flying monkeys came and saw, and he's like, "Whoa, maybe she is good." That was good.
Honestly, yeah, that it gave a lot of moments to the flying monkeys, and they're going to change their opinion, and you could see why they turn and then help her later, because she frees them technically towards the end, and so they're fighting with her, working with her, but that did lead to the worst shot in the movie. The worst shot
Worst shot
in the movie
possibly
is the POV of Dorothy being taken by the monkeys, and you just see her legs. And that was
maybe it was supposed to be
stupid.
goofy. Maybe it was supposed to be goofy. Maybe
I think so, but it was just goofy. And
Which, on that note,
yeah.
there were some genuinely really funny parts in
Yes.
the movie. So.
So
The funniest, which was most surprisingly funniest moment, which I loved, was when they met on the Yellow Brick Road after Dorothy starts walking away.
The big fight.
The big fight scene
fight scene
was well, it was interesting because it was hilarious. You understood the pathos between the two characters and what they were going through, but at the same time they love each other. But right now I'm mad at you because I thought you betrayed me, and I thought you betrayed me too, and it was really cool. And then when Fiyero shows up and points the gun at Glenda, and you see the look on Alphaba's face, that's another reason it was so awesome, because she's going, "Bruh, I didn't want you to shoot the girl. What? No, this thing." Which, again, made me, the lead up to As Long As Your Mind is going to be so much better because of that moment, but then it wasn't. But that's all right. It was a great moment.
But all of the moments and the characterizations of characters having to put on a face and put on airs and be a public figure or all of that representation was really really effective.
It was really effective. Yeah,
having
it was great.
to hide what they were really feeling in one way or another.
Yeah,
it's all very sad and tragic.
Yeah, it is. And this is a good job of being a tragic. This is where everything goes. It's all downhill from here. That's the sequence of the musical. It's
the tone and
after Defying Gravity, it's all downhill as far as emotionally for the society and the characters and everything. And so. But I thought they did a good job doing that, but building upon why that is and the coming back up. Because I felt Glinda had a full arc in this with all of their additions. I like that little sequence when she was a little girl. And I thought that's a great little sequence. Yeah. It could have been they're just padding for time. But no, they're really getting to what Glinda needs, which again, made that her solo song, her new song, so much better. I thought that was a fantastic sequence and a really great song. Yeah, it was cool.
One thing that Mom was talking about, you apparently couldn't hear what Glinda was saying during that song.
Yeah, you said that.
I
had
could
a hard
hear
time
her
hearing the
perfectly.
lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't understand why you didn't think you could hear her. That's why you were like, oh, it was such a boring part. Like, no! It was very
Full
good.
disclosure, I have a hearing
Well,
disability.
I mean, yeah, fair. But your sister also thought that.
That is true. That's
And
true.
That's
She did
true.
that.
Yeah. They were
Yeah.
complaining a little bit that she wasn't as articulate in that song as she was in other songs. I didn't think so. I thought
Yeah, I thought it was fine.
it was fine. I thought it was great. And there was a lot of distractions too because the camera work was so
camera
cool.
was so
You know, with that,
amazing.
especially with those mirror things, and they go back to her, and you thought, oh, she's standing on the other side. She's in the room, but no, it's a reflection. That was so cool.
You couldn't tell half the time if it was real or not.
Yeah,
So
that
amazing.
was so. Which says a lot. Again, it's the filmmaker telling the story with the elements in that, which they didn't do in As Long as You're Mine. But that's okay. Okay, let's final verdicts, I guess. Final words.
Our ratings down the line.
Oh, ratings down the line.
Yeah.
Okay, we gave the first one a 10, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll give this a 9 then because it's not as strong as the first one. And technically, if I'm in the mood to watch Wicked, I'd watch the first movie. I wouldn't need to watch this one again. I don't think I'd need to watch it again.
Really?
If I did want to watch it again, I'd be okay missing some of the parts. I'd be okay not watching some of the scenes and just paying attention to other ones.
Like No Place Like Home.
Like No Place Like Home, I wouldn't need to watch that. All the stuff with Nessa in the room with Buck when he turns into or Bach when he turns into the Tin Man, I could do away with all that.
I guess.
I don't
like
need to watch that again. Yeah, there's a lot I don't need to rewatch. But there's the wonderful sequence. I want to watch that
Oh,
part
yeah, I
again.
wanna watch that.
Everything
So cool.
with Glinda, pretty much, I want to watch that again. And the For Good, of course, I'll watch that a million times. And yeah, even the ending. I don't need to watch. I'm sorry when Fiyero shows up as the Scarecrow and pulls her out of the hole. Oh my God, you're beautiful. Maybe you should look at things. Tell me to look at things in a different way. Well, I don't see it in your eyes, lady, and I know you can do it because I've seen it in other parts of the movie. But
Yeah,
man,
I saw you with Belinda.
again, no chemistry. But that's all right. I don't need to see that again.
Yeah.
So, but the first movie, every part's important, and I would watch that full movie again, over and over again. Even the songs I don't like. I don't particularly like Dancing Through Life, but it's done so well, I would watch that again. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, I would watch that again. I like that. I know it's your favorite song, but I don't need to see it again. So I'll give this one a 9 because the parts that are well done are fantastically spectacular and amazing. So there, 9. Go.
I'm giving it also a 9 out of 10.
She
Only-
agrees. About as long as you're mine. Sorry.
Only because I have just one or two very small gripes. We didn't mention Michelle Yeoh. Great actor.
She's
I like her as Morrible, but
the girl can't sing.
Lady can't sing.
Sorry, lady, you can't sing.
And
that's all right. I
it-
can't sing either. It's okay. No heart.
It
no
just
love.
it mattered to me
No
because there are
bad
No,
love.
plenty,
no love.
No love.
there
no
are
love. No,
there
sorry,
are plenty
sorry.
of options that
Yeah.
they could have gone with.
Yeah.
There's plenty of
Sorry,
options they could have
Michelle.
gone with. Yeah.
Love you, but no.
Yeah.
And the continuity or the storyline issue that we talked about before really bothered me.
Yeah.
Overall, I loved how expansive the story was compared to the musical, the stage play. It's a 10 out of 10 movie with a few flaws. 9 out of 10.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, Stella.
I'm giving it an 8.9 just to be different. But honestly, As Long as Your Mind really brought down that rating a lot. Because that's one of the very few songs I did hear from the original play. And it was very good from the original play. Fiyero cannot hit that
Bro,
note at all. He sung Dancing Through Life so much better. That was his good song. This was not it.
That's
Not-
my boy right there. That's my boy. Exactly. Because if you listen to the soundtrack, the original Broadway production soundtrack, that song and then listen to this new one, it's not even comparison. It's not even comparable. It's not at all.
I wouldn't compare those two singers, actors either. Norbert Leo Butz is fantastic.
Yeah. So okay, cool. All right. So 8.9. All right.
Dang, this is a long review.
Yeah, it is. But still, go see it. It's definitely worth seeing, and it's gonna make $1 billion probably, as it should.
Yes,
because it's fantastic. And yeah. And we'll be back with another movie. I'm eventually sure sometime.
Yeah, probably Tuesday.
Maybe. What's coming out Tuesday?
Doomsday.
Oh, Doomsday. Oh, yeah, the Avengers Doomsday. I thought you said Tuesday.
Sure.
What's happening Tuesday?
Maybe Elphaba will be on it now that she's a superhero.
That's true. Now that she's a Marvel.
And she's green too.
Perfect. All right, we'll end it there.
We out.